So I'm Vogue One out of Oakland, California. Here in West Oakland at the Monkeybrains new facility. One thing about graffiti, I was one of the first people to start in the Bay Area, and it was a New York form of art. When we used to paint walls, especially in Oakland, we painted along the railroad tracks. So this is kind of important to us. But when trains would stop, we would actually end up painting it, and then we ended up realizing that those trains would go across the United States, and then we realized they were going to Mexico and Canada, and then we started communicating, and then people would be like, hey, did you come to my train yard in Anaheim? And I'd be like, no, I've never been there. And then they're like, that's a trip because you have hella trains here. And then we realized that was like our social media. We were communicating through trains because there was no internet. It was either photo swapping or seeing something live, and that was the only thing that was moving at the time. We got influence from the East Coast, and then we were on the West, and there was nothing in between. Nobody was doing graffiti, but the train spawned all these different places, Atlanta, and, Chicago, all these places started, and graffiti and the artwork traveling all over the place. Now, when we started painting, there was messages, and people were looking up to it, and now I owe it to people for whatever I paint. I must include like the history, like we talked about here, so it's passed on to generations and generations. Otherwise, I'm not doing my part, not giving back in the correct way. People express themselves in poetry and music, and the only way that I can is through whatever I leave on the wall. And hopefully they interpret in the right way.